Back in 2008, one man looked at the housing market, called it a lie, and bet everything against it. He was right. They literally made a movie about him. Well, he's back. And this time he's put over $1 billion on the table, betting that the biggest story on earth, artificial intelligence, is quietly lying to you. His name is Michael Burry. He doesn't do interviews. He doesn't post hot takes. He just sits alone with thousands of pages of filings until he finds the one number everybody else skipped right over. Last time he did that, he made a fortune. So when he does it again, you don't laugh. You ask what he found. And here's the bet, straight from his filings. His fund holds about $1.1 billion. He put 80% of it behind a single idea. His biggest position against Palantir. His second against Nvidia. This isn't a hedge, it's a conviction. So far, it's split. Palantir has already dropped more than 30%, so on that side, he's winning. But Nvidia did the exact opposite. It kept climbing, and that half of the bet is deep in the red. One hand winning, one hand losing, which tells you the real story is hiding underneath both of them. Because here's the twist. Burry isn't betting that AI is fake. He's betting the profits are, not the technology, the accounting. He says these companies are using one quiet little trick to look far richer than they actually are. Here's the trick. When a company buys $1 billion of AI chips, it doesn't count that cost all at once. It spreads it across the years. It says the chips will last. Lately, they're saying 6. But ask any engineer, and these things are basically cooked in 2. Stretch that clock out, and today's costs vanish, while today's profits magically appear. And it isn't just the chips. Add in the stock these firms quietly hand their own staff, and by Burry's math, the market is more expensive right now than it was back in 1999, right before the dot-com crash. On the price, honestly, he's got a point. But this is where we break with him. There's one number he just can't fit in his spreadsheet: demand. He's pricing the cost of AI almost perfectly. What he's missing is how fast the whole world is about to start using it. Watch what's actually happening. AI just walked out of the chat box. It's becoming an agent. Software that doesn't just answer you, it works for you. Writes the code, runs the operation while you're asleep. That's not a demo. That's a workforce. And a workforce gets bought at almost any price. Then comes wave 2. That same intelligence steps off the screen and into the real world as robots. Factories, warehouses, hands that never get tired. When that lands, demand for these chips doesn't bend. It explodes. The thing he's calling a bubble turns into the most real business on the planet. So here's the verdict. Burry is right about the price. The books are stretched, and yeah, some of these names are going to fall hard. But he's wrong about the ending. He bet the demand runs out right as it's about to go mainstream. He found a real crack. He just bet it a few years too early. So don't follow the legend, follow the math. Now you tell me, is he early or is he actually wrong? Claw strike. Decoding the AI revolution.